What's up, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in. You're now tuned into my podcast. I'm SF Johnnie, seriously focused Johnnie. You were tuned into Difficult People Chronicles. Back at you again with another message. So today's message is called Musical Chairs. Both these scriptures I'm going to give to you, I'm taking from the English Standard Version. And these are the scriptures that stuck out at me. The first one is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Psalms 91:7. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. In Jesus' name. Let me talk about how the game musical chair goes from what I remember growing up. Because I used to play the game as a child. There are chairs lined up. We used to have it lined up, but after research, I found out the chairs would be in a circle. So the chairs would be growing up. The chairs were lined up, and we would have, for example, say you have 7 chairs, you will have 6 people. No, sorry. You will have other way around. You will have 7 people and 6 chairs. The DJ will play the music. You march around the chairs, and as soon as the music stops, you sit in the chair. Whoever is left standing is out of the game. The game continues until the end. And in the end, there's only one winner and one chair. Now, let me talk about the dream. So, in this dream, positions will be taken, lost, given up, or stolen. Taken in the game is when a person is aggressive and they just take the chair and sit in it. Lost means, say for instance, people march around the chairs and one person don't see that there's another chair right beside them, and a person tries to hide it. Given up is 2 people sitting in a chair, like the music stops, 2 people end up in the chair, and one person decides to give it to the other person. Stolen is just like taken, but those are the words that I saw. Taken, lost, given up, stolen. The game, like I said, continues until it's all over. And that's what's happening in the dream. These enemies, for who this is for, they think what they are doing is funny until there is one less chair. Then it won't be fun. Okay? Then it will not be fun. There will be fights for position. Fights. So I found out that after doing research that this game originally was called Trip to Jerusalem, which is supposed to teach people social skills and strategic thinking. Well, in this dream, these people do not have that. All they have is evil in them. They are not trying to think on how to change, be a better person, do things right, not violate. They are just trying to steal, bully, torment, and get what they want. And it's all a game to them. This game relies originally on luck, speed, right timing, strategic thinking, direction, and positioning. I was in the kitchen cooking, and what came to me is that these enemies are looking at this game where they're fighting for position as survival of the fittest, but none of them are winners. None. Even the person that is left in the end, at the end of the game, who think they are a winner, they're not a winner. You are the winner. because you're not playing the game. God already established your seat. The enemies, they think they have luck. Everything they're doing is through evil activities, being evil spirited. They rush to see people's downfall, like rush impose evil on others to see their downfall. And it's always at their time, like on their timing, like now, tomorrow, next month, because whatever it is, there's a benefit to them, that there's something they want. The direction they going off of is the enemy and not of God, and they positioning themselves for what they want. A rightful standing godly person relies off of God, strength, his timing, strategic thinking, his direction, and his positioning. Your enemies do not rely on God. They rely on demonic activities they have been doing. But my question is, what happens when they no longer work? Because that's what's going to happen. Their demonic activities is no longer going to work. Their positions get taken. This is a situation where the enemies fight amongst each other for position. So when I saw this, I kept seeing chairs being pulled away, like I said. But there was one good hearted person who was far off sitting when everyone was playing this evil game. Because what they're doing is playing a game of evil. It's not a childhood game to them. It's evilness. And this person sitting far off was watching everyone else. They weren't engaging in this game. They were just watching the others play this game. So they were not affected, period. Reason, they are godly, and God has established their seat that no one else can sit on. You know, these enemies are crazy. They are strange in nature, strange. They are brutal. What they tried to do to you, whoever this is, they've done to other people and been successful. They and basically that's the game. The game is delaying marriages, destroying finances, imposing burdens in other people's life. They are miserable creatures. Miserable. They don't have any type of enjoyment in their life. And why? It's because they did a lot of dirt to other people. So they'll never be happy. Never. But they don't want to see you happy. So everything they're trying to do is going to happen to them because they turning on each other. Let me tell y'all something. These enemies is so stupid. Stupid. They messed with a lot of innocent people, but this time they messed with the right one, and they all going crazy. They turning, undercutting each other, cutting off each other's hands. If they see their partner in crime elevating a little bit, they looking at them sideways. That's how much they turning on each other. But like I said, they mess with the right one. The right one. Because God has been warning them. Every time they did things to innocent people, God was warning them. And now it's going to be judgment. And that last person who thinks they're safe in the end, understand this. God saves the best for last. And that's what the musical chairs is. The musical chairs is, it symbolizes a game of position in life. So whatever they've done to other people to steal other people's seat or position, tamper with promotions and blessings. They're doing it to each other, turning on each other. That's what it is, turning. So, whoever this is for, you have to know that your position cannot be touched because God put you there. And whoever tries to uproot you from your position, there's going to be a price to pay because God is not the one to mess with. So here's my message. Whoever this is for, continue being who you are, even if it gets lonely, because these people are not going to have it easy. You know what? You've been through a lot, but don't get involved with those others you see doing things. Mind your business. When you see it all go down, when they do a lot of sinning and never feel bad about what they have done to other people, they go on like they are innocent, they continue to do evil and thinking it is good and justified, God will let their tormentors loose in their life and they will lose their position. And this can be in a household where their spouse said, I have enough, I'm filing for divorce, because they do not follow God. hmm And it could be, and if they're in a household, it could be all those in the house that play this evil game with them. Meaning that it could be somebody who's married to someone, and in their household, you got the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, brother, cousin, uncle. It could be a big house. Yes, it could be a job where these people been playing in their position for a long time. They about to lose it. Could be relationship, like I said. But I'm more talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, where it's boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you have the other person's mother, father, or friends, or whatever. Could be friendships. Positions about to be lost, and their seat will be taken away. hmm And it will be taken away, meaning that they will never have a position to go back to. So when they think like, oh, let me just try to make it right and go back, there's not going to be a position to go back to. That comfort of being seated is gone. So whoever this is for, and the reason why I say whoever this is for, because some of it may apply to you and some of it may not apply to you, or all of it may apply to you. You may be even booting someone out of your life. And that just came to me. And they do not have value in your life. You had a lot of chairs and a lot of people were playing in the game of life. And you're following God's direction. And God is seating you. God is seating you at the tables. Your enemies will be far off, struggling to have position, and they will be watching each other, fighting amongst each other. And things will get so crazy, they won't even know what happens until the end, when their seats is being taken. And you are sitting far off as your enemies eliminate each other. And once they leave your life, that's it. I'm going to say this. Like I said, I did not see the end. But in this game, remember, from playing as a child, it's called musical chairs. There's only one player left. What I feel from the dream is that the winner is going to be looking for whoever this message is for. But like I said, you were far gone, far off. You're far away. Like you could see them, they can't see you. And in your seat is stable. You are seated in position. They are still going to be alone. That one person is still going to be alone. They will have no one to bother, harass, torment, bully, or power trip over. The game was fun to them until it was done. And in this dream, the seat that they were in, I feel like their seat is going to be taken and it's going to be disappearing. That's what I feel. All I remember and before I woke up is that these people were hustling for a seat, running around, and the chairs left and right were being taken. So here's food for thought. Just because they are done playing the game they participated in does not mean they should stand in your peace. See, when some people wake up to the nonsense they participated in, they allowed, they thought was funny, they start to feel, oh, we're just alike. Because now we don't want to be bothered with the childish behavior. But I say this, remember the peace, what peace feels like. And know that they are going to have to go through their karma alone. So that's it for today. For more, sign up for a session. Check me out on YouTube, like, subscribe, click the notification, check out my store. For suggested topics, email me. Love me more and I love you more. Later.